Thanks so much for joining me on the WSAZ Now Desk. Good morning, everyone. I'm Shannon Litton. The West Virginia Department of Human Services, specifically their Bureau for Family Assistance, now announcing they will start accepting applications for their school clothing allowance program. Now, this doesn't start until next week, but we figured this would be a good time as any to sort of tell you about the program and tell you what you need to know before you go to apply for it. Now, let's dive right into this. So, applications for the clothing allowance program, the school clothing allowance program, start on July 7th. And that's when eligible children enrolled in West Virginia schools and their families can apply to be considered for eligibility. Now, that being said, you have to apply if you want to be considered. Each eligible child will receive a $200 benefit, which can be used toward the purchase of appropriate school clothing or maybe piece goods for families who sew clothing for their children. Families of children enrolled in West Virginia schools may be eligible for that school clothing allowance benefits depending on their household income. So the monthly income for a family of four cannot exceed $3,380 to be eligible for it. And whenever you submit the application, you also have to submit the verification of your income. Now, recipients of the school clothing allowance program will get an EBT card, and that card works much like a debit card, and it can be used at any retailer who accepts EBT cash transactions. Now, the parents or guardians of children who are in foster care can still receive the school benefit allowance benefit, but they'll be receiving it in the form of a check. Now, in terms of applying for the benefit, you can do so. We have a link for you there under this story on our website at WSAZ.com. Or you can also request a paper application be mailed to you by getting a hold of your local DHS office. Or you can also call the number on your screen there, 1-877-716-1212, and they'll send you an application. If you have to update your address, we also have a link for you to do that on this web story, or you can also call the number that's on your screen. Now, all those applications have to be received by July 31st, but again, they don't come open to the public until July 7th, so after the holiday weekend, of course, but definitely something many families in West Virginia can take advantage of while that application is open. Remember, you can always get the news on your smartphone by downloading the WSAZ app. It's free for both Apple and Android. Thanks so much for joining us.